I have several actually.
Can you share with us
Um,
your experience?
I, I spend my pastime looking at new innovations. This is what I do for SATS in the business school. So crowdfunding platforms are a great place to hunt for new projects, new ideas. Um, and since I'm an early adopter, so seeing some of the greatest gadgets that perhaps could be useful, perhaps might not enhance my life, but I want it. So so I've contributed to a few. Um, uh, Generally small things. There's been a watch that is inspired by a blind Paralympic gold medalist. And basically it's a watch for people who cannot see, right? Basically you can feel the dials, a bit like Braille. There's a and there's a ball bearing that moves around like the hands of the watch, so you can actually feel it. So I thought that was very interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting. A few other gadgets here and there that I've purchased in the past. Usually, I would pledge. It will take a few days or maybe a few weeks before the campaign closes, and then usually there's always delays, right, in delivering the product. But I've gotten them all in the end.
So are you wearing the watch?
No, I'm not. I'm not now.
Oh, so do you believe that crowdfunding can actually take off in Thailand?
I believe so. I think the Thai general public has been primed um, in in e-commerce now. We've had to make do. It's really just to make do with buying through Instagram, adverts on Instagram or Facebook, and then having to go to the ATM to transfer the money to the vendor, and then getting back to the vendor with their pay-in slip, and then the vendor will verify in their account has the money been received. Yes, then they'll use the postal mail to send it. So maybe you'll get it about a week later, but highly inconvenient. So when a more convenient platform comes along, the people will flock to it. I've had many people who have asked, why isn't Kickstarter or Indiegogo, why is it not available for the local? Why isn't there a customized local platform for that yet? So I think it's just a matter of time before that takes off.
That means in whatever you're doing,
Right?
how can crowdfunding actually add value?
How it can add value? Well, clearly for a startup, the most important part is to secure funding, to be able to commercialize, right? The more funding options there are, the more chance of innovations being seen in the marketplace. But during that step, you also need to validate the market, whether there really is a market demand. So reward-based type crowdfunding platforms can serve that purpose. Essentially, the prototype or the idea can be shown to the general public. If the public or the market sees value in it, they will pledge for it, right? So immediately you have that validation process without really having to spend any money in doing so, as well as getting concrete customer feedback on what is done right, what is done wrong, and how it could be improved.
So how was your experience at the summit?
I was a moderator, so it was good. It was great to have that conversation with 4 experts. We had an entrepreneur who's made a huge success of his business, and we've had a number of authorities, I would say, international authorities on the crowdfunding platform. So it was enlightening for me to be able to share that. For this summit, it's fantastic to see that you have a mix. I was asking the organizer earlier, the mix of the participants. You had about a third who are the industry people, so people in the tech industry. You had about a third entrepreneurs, and most importantly, you had a third regulators. the people who can really drive this into the ecosystem of Thailand. So it's wonderful to have that, a platform such as this summit to be able to network all these people to come around a single issue and try to drive it forward as smoothly and as rapidly as possible.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.